Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Tampa Bay Downs here on Saturday. It is the 25th of November, 2023. Gonna look at the seventh race from Tampa, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the seventh race from Tampa, which is an allowance race purse $53,000 race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards, never won a race of the main claiming starter, or should never won 2 races here. We have a very good field. 12 horses entered, 7 horses in MTO, so 11 will head to the turf course, the 1700 meter journey, or a mile 16th on the turf course. I'm gonna go to the number 1 horse here, Treasured Gem, as a top selection. 1-3-10-4 in the superfecta. 1-3-10-4 super top selection. 1 horse, Treasured Gem. This 3-year-old filly by Medaglia d'Oro. Christophe Clement trains. Vincent Chiminade gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came in a main special weight Delaware, 7.5 on the 5th of October, and the horse won by a neck that day. He had a bit of a wide trip that day, but he stalked all the way around the race course. When he had the turn of foot, he held on to the job. I thought it was a very good, strong effort, finally breaking maiden start number 8. Something to keep in mind out. It just seems like when horses take a while to break their maiden, when they finally do after, start 8, 9, 10, 12, the wins start to come back quite quickly than they were beforehand. So coming here, first time winners, getting not the world's toughest group again. I think he can get a good trip and finally find the winner's circle again here today. Do I think you're going to get 9-2 at post time? No, I think he's going to get like 5-2 actually, or even 1-2. But I think he has like I said, he has a very strong chance of winning here. They ran him on the dirt at Delaware prior to that, mile 70 off turf under in a main special weight, where he finished 4th by length that day. He just kind of stalked that day. The winners, the 2 in front of him, had a better turn of foot than him. He ran his heart out that day. Keep in mind, the winner, second place finisher, and he was also a next start winner, so he got beat by decent horses, I thought, that day. And then mid-June at Prescott, mile 70 of the Tapeta in a main special weight. He finished second by 1/4 lengths that day. He was with them early on, but then just completely crumbled. He wasn't getting into it late. And then the 7th of May at Belmont, a mile and 1/8 on the inner in a main special weight. He finished 7th by 9 lengths, and he was facing very tough competition. He was setting the pace that day from from the inside poster, and then just completely crumbled. Prerequisite who won that day was a next start winner, won it quite a few times. Highland Grace finished second, was a next start winner against older horses, if I'm not mistaken. This horse just wasn't getting into it, but those maiden special weights at mile and 1/8 at Belmont early on in the season this year, those races have come up very strong, and a lot of those horses that were running in those races just, have been running terrifically. This horse, he just got beat by better competition on the day, and then off the bench at Gulfstream, mile 16th on Tapeta in main special weight. He finished second by 1.5 lengths. He got caught in the stretch, but he ran his heart out that day. Back here to turf, coming to turf again here today to Tampa. He could definitely win. I'll use him on the ticket. I think the 3 horse here, Fascia Bella, can win also for Kerry Raven and Carol Cedeno. Blinkers off. Most recently in November, earlier this month at Churchill, mile 16th in a lounge race on the lawn. He finished 9th by 9.5 lengths that day. He set the pace, but then completely crumbled. That was very tough competition. The competition she's facing today locally is not nearly as bad, and I think she should get a better trip than she did that day. Prior to that, the mile and a half at Churchill in the lounge race, she finished 9th by 21.25 lengths that day, and again, tough competition. She just wasn't getting into it. If you look at her form at Delaware over the summer, that's similar horses that she's facing today. And, I thought she showed her own that day against those horses. She ran here last year where she had a decent place in the lounge race in April. Coming here locally, I'll give her a shot here. She also broke her mane here in early, at the end of February quite nicely. Let's give her a shot here, training well locally. But to recount my selections for the 7 from Tampa, I'm going to take the 1 horse Treasure Gem, give kudos to the 3 horse Fascia Bella, 1-3-10-4 super, 1-3 in the multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.